the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
And Chief Justice John Dramani Mahama Ebonidin Yera Paul Bafo Boni Ekoko Pie mu ewo vetting committee no anim se ebredu se ewo se ye toto no ano na afi Ghana fo enu se ampa wa ready se ono ebetimi aye Chief Justice no ampa wakwa kopie mu ewo committee no anim na ebusuafo enye asem kotwa ekame ese majority no empese minority ne kura bebie wona no ebisa question ba kokra na eno na Alexander Afenyo Markin enso amfans pe honorable mama Ayariga kra enye asem kotwa or in the name of say before and son ena acting CJ bafo boni eba bepie mu ewo ho no minority ne press conference eba betu da say asem no ewa wo ECOWAS court nyina nti eni kwa akra senka parliament timiji tum ne timi evete Paul bafo boni ni nyina won entie enti akwa yese one present ko be minority ne kasa boahye or in the name of say one esha say won ebisa question enya question ketwa na won ebebisa na de yenko tie wabra na Alexander Afenyo Markin any abrepa na enya asem ketwa na de yenko tie.
I'll proceed my remarks with a quote from Shakespeare's Macbeth, Act 1, Scene 7. First, as I'm his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, and as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door and not bear the knife myself? Besides, this Duncan has borne his faculty so meek, has been so clear in his. This Duncan has borne his faculty so meek, has been so clear in his great office, and his virtues will plead like angels. Trumpet tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. Virtues will plead like angels. Trumpet tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn baby, striding the blast or heaven's cherubim.
She was bleeding through her mouth.
First of all, the majority leader is clearly acting in bad faith, seeking to obstruct the rather peaceful processes we have started, and as it were, try to use his numbers to intimidate. Let me ask, the rule he relied on has to do with debate, debate on the floor of the House. There are dark clouds indeed in this country where freedom of speech by mere operation of a super majority, you cannot even as a member of parliament make your comment. I am not moving a motion. I am not debating. Please, Chairman, the rule he relied upon. Is it this situation where people move from here and there to create confusion and create their own jurisprudence must come to an end with respect. Interruption of debate. That is, if you go to page 70 or the 122, the title there, the subtitles, interruption of debate. Debate may be interrupted by a point of order. And then he says that I am debating. Who is debating here? Mr. Chairman, if the majority leader has anything to say in opposition to my opening remarks, he has a right bona fide as a leader of government business and as a leader of the House to also state his submission. I have seen him with his written submission, be it for his opening remarks, or see that to you as a chair of the committee to read it for Hansard. But this process where, as it were, try to use it to deny you, don't say this. So every line that I read, he will censor it and say, you use this word. Mr. Chairman, we are not going to make any progress with that. He says that the 1, 2, 3 that he relies upon. He says that the conduct of the Speaker, the Chief Justice, members and Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature shall not be raised in Parliament except upon a substantive motion. With the greatest respect. Have I raised any issue that is situated within the context of 123(7) to warrant this so-called objection? Chairman,
honorable members, can we have some order?
Chairman,
honorable members, can we have some order and listen to the minority leader in silence?
Chairman, we are here to discharge a civic duty and responsibility. We are political actors who have our political views on matters of national interest. The matters giving rise to the nomination is purely political, and every Ghanaian adult knows this. Your side raised it as a political issue during the campaign. You are going to remove Justice Tokono as Chief Justice, and that has happened. If in my statement I contextualize to say that disputed nominee, it is our view we hold as a minority caucus. We have to express it, and that is why I added by saying that this should be a moment of national pride and institutional renewal. Instead, it has become a test of whether Ghana's judiciary will remain independent or fall under executive and political control. Can't I have these bona fides also that have to be obstructed by the majority leader when you have every unfettered right to raise your issues? Chairman, humbly, please control proceedings. Please take charge. Let our respected leader of government business understand that after speaking, after making my comment known on behalf of the minority, he can seek your leave to also make his opening remarks. By the way, in the minority is having this opportunity to make opening remarks. This is not the first time a leader in the minority is having this opportunity to make opening remarks. It predates me from J.H. Mensah's era, he and J.H. Owusu Achampong, all the way to Alban Baldwin, MP for Nadole Kalio, and minority leader as he then was. The videos are there, Hansard is there. The Honorable Baldwin had unfettered opportunity to make his political statement on behalf of the minority, and they were not stopped on point of order. It got to J. Mensah Bonsu, it got to Harun Edrusu, and recently, my own respected colleague, Dr. Kasiel Atufos. The records are there. Let's not create a certain impression as if all it is you are majority, so we cannot even say a word. We must have our rights. These are far rights. We will state them, and you would also have the opportunity to state them for the record. Please, let us have some more.
Honorable Minority Leader, your point is made.
This preliminary comment.
You have the floor.
Mr. Chairman.
He should go and address the press. He should go and address the press and stop this.
Honorable members, order. Honorable Oman, order.
Mr. Chairman, let me make this preliminary comment before I address.
In response to.
Yes, before I address, I've made an observation. Attorney General knows how much I respect.
Honorable Oman.
It is his contention that my reference to the committee's work amounts to attacking the conduct of its chair. With the greatest respect, I need to be listened to, and he has to pay attention to language as used in context. For the avoidance of doubt, I am repeating that the minority holds the view that the committee's work resulting in the removal of Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, amount to travesty of justice. It is a view we hold. It does not offend Order 1237. Order 1237, with avoidance of doubt, provides the conduct of the Speaker, the Chief Justice, members of Parliament, the Chief Justice, and Superior Court Justice of Judicature shall not be raised in Parliament except a substantive motion. Now, the distinction must be made. Respected Ayariga, please bear with me. I've listened to you. The distinctions must be made. Your work in the regular official duties and a critique thereto must be distinguished from personal conduct that one would consider as misbehavior or stated misbehavior. I am not, with the greatest respect, impugning the person of the reputation of my Lord Puaman, who I voted for under the influence of Honorable K.T. Amon. When all the odds were against him, I have nothing personal against him. Because even where there were personal issues that people were attacking his reputation, I was one of the few who stood.
Mr. Chairman.
So I'm not here to attack him.
Mr. Chairman.
And he knows I won't attack him. The caucus is talking about, please, Honorable Ayariga, let me finish. You were allowed to make your point.
Yes, but Honorable Minority Leader, just be brief.
Very well. The committee's work is what we are expressing an opinion on. And we are using very civil language to say that what it did amount to travesty of justice. It's as simple as that. So let me proceed. Chairman, unless the majority leader intends to frustrate everything that the minority has to say by way of its opinion, when did Parliament reduce to this? When you have the right to say your own, you are the leader of the House, you have unfettered right to rebut. That is the debate we even have on the floor. When there is a debate, you take note. Where you think you disagree, when it gets your turn, you should also say that the committee's work did not amount to travesty of justice. Simplicity. But this issue of one line, point of order, next line, you are marking, don't say this, don't say that. Where are we heading to? The judiciary criticizes the government and members of the public where they disagree in their ruling. We
Honorable Minority Leader, kindly conclude for me.
The work of even their judiciary. So I beg you, leader.
Conclude.
We all agree, Chairman. You know.
Conclude.
Right. So let me proceed.
Honorable members, I have listened.
Protest. The rather unacceptable consistent attempt by the majority leader to obstruct our side's remarks in this process. I know he's your leader, but Chairman, this is unacceptable. That said, I will proceed. Yeah. We hold a view that the removal of Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu was cloaked in some opaque circumstances unacceptable to the jurisprudence of our country.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Minority Leader, you know the rudiment of the game. If you don't want interruptions, let's go by the rules. Other than that, the chairman will be compelled to listen to the person and make ruling. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, if the minority, led by the minority leader, were to walk out here and invite all the journalists, they could describe the work of the committee in any language. In any language. Nobody. Freedom of speech. But before this Committee of Parliament, the rules are clear. What you can raise and what you cannot raise, and how you can raise it. I'll be surprised if after all these years in this Parliament, you don't understand those rules. I'll be surprised. Yes, I intend to be offensive because he has told me that I am here to deliberately obstruct the minority. What did he say about that? To describe my conduct here as deliberately obstructing the minority when I'm trying to keep him to the rules. When you say the conduct of a judge, we're not talking about the personal conduct, who he slept with and who he didn't sleep with. We're talking about his work, how he conducted his work. You are saying that the committee conducted its work in an opaque manner. That's what you are saying. In darkness, that's what you are saying. And that the outcome of their work is a travesty of justice. That's what I'm saying. And you are not in court challenging the conduct of the committee. You are not. You as a person, you are not in court challenging the conduct of the committee. You know the rules in the Constitution regarding the work of the proceedings. You haven't shown at any stage that the rules in the Constitution governing the work of the committee have been breached in any way. How can you come and sit here and describe the work as opaque, travesty of justice, and improper removal, and etc., and expect me to sit here and allow you to do that? You are clearly violating the rules. And when I try to guide you how to go about your work, then you say that I'm trying to obstruct you.
Honourable Majority Leader, you've made your point. And again, if I'm called upon to do a ruling, the rules are clear that we should refrain from the use of offensive language. We are here for the purposes of vetting. A situation where the process will be used to describe the work of a committee to be opaque, meaning it was done in darkness, is offensive. Therefore, I will order that same be expunged from the record as if it doesn't exist. Honorable Minority Leader, proceed.
Chairman, with respect.
Okay, thank you.
Chairman, with respect, he raised the objection. You didn't give me the opportunity to respond. And you're saying that you have ruled. I mean, what is the fairness in this? He just raised objection. He didn't refer to any rule this time. This time he didn't refer to any rule. And then he says that we should go and do press